Today we're underneath a 1969 Mustang Mach 1. We're going to go ahead and do our underside video here, show you, just point out a few of the things here underneath the car that you'll be interested in. First thing, obviously you see the fuel tank here. Looks to be pretty new. There's no dents, dings, scratches, nothing like that on this fuel tank, so really good condition back there. You see it's got the tailpipes on it. Both sides duals, and it's got the chrome exhaust tips out the back here. Again, that exhaust is duals the whole way up through to the headers, and it looks like it's a pretty darn new exhaust all the way back, complete with your crossover pipe there. Next, you've got the 9-inch Ford rear end. This is a posi unit, and it's a 3.0 gear ratio. And that has 28 spline axles in it as well. And that all comes off of the tag that's right on the front of that rear end. Drum brakes on either side of the car here. Now that we've made our way up underneath the center of the car here, you get to take a little better look there at that dual exhaust, again coming all the way from the headers all the way out the back of the car there. Again, you can see just how nice and new those pipes look. Again, it's got that crossover pipe right up here. As far as the floors go, the floors look to be in really good condition. Now it does look at one point as though they had put a floor pan in, looks like the rear pan, but they used the correct metal back here. So you see all of your stamped lines and ridges in there, and they welded that in and sealed it real nice. So they did a real nice job of doing that. Other than that, there's no signs of any patching or anything like that. You got the Ford 4-speed top-loader transmission. Now this one has it's the wide range ratio pattern, and it's a 28 spline transmission as well. We'll finish up underneath the car here up towards the front. First thing I notice here, this has looks like a pretty new front air dam on it. New, I say, because you still have the tags on the back side of it, and they haven't blown off or anything, and they're still in very readable fashion there. You've got the power plant of the car here. This is a 351 Windsor motor. It was again, this is a non-numbers matching car, but this is a 71 351 Windsor. You have, just from looking at it from underneath here, I can tell you've got mechanical fuel pump, you've got aluminum pulleys on the front of the motor, headers that come out here on the underside of the car, the long tube headers. So that's what I can tell from the motor from underneath right now. As far as the suspension and steering components on the car, everything looks to be in pretty good condition. Tie rods, all your boots, those look to be all good on both sides. You've got a front sway bar here. Your bushings and everything on that look to be pretty decent. Nothing's cracked or broken off or anything like that, in really good condition. So it looks like they kept up with the car. You've got your strut rod front suspension with your bushings on that too, and those look in decent condition. Drum brakes on the front as well, both sides. Around the outside of the car here, we're going to take you around, pinpoint out some of the key features here on this car. Again, this is a 69 Ford Mustang Mach 1. It's got the beautiful chrome front and rear bumpers on this. It's got that hood on there, you know, very traditional to the Mach 1. It's got that matte black hood stripe decal on there, along with the matte black hood scoop. And that does have a 351 emblem on the side of the scoop. That would signify that we've got a 351 Windsor under that hood. As you can see, we've got the Magnum 500 wheels. These are 15-inch wheels on this car, along with BF Goodrich radial TA tires on here. These are 15-inch wheels. We're going to work our way back here. We've got all the trim and the moldings around all the glass are all in very good condition. You've got the chrome drip rails here around the windows. Those are in very good condition as well. Glass, likewise, very good condition. No chips, no cracks, nothing like that in the glass. Again, as far as your door gaps go and your elevations, everything is very good on this car. You won't have any complaints there. We're going to go ahead and open up this door, show you a little bit inside here what we can. Now, first thing we're going to show you here, the seals and the weather strips on the insides of the doors. Very good condition, very soft, no rips, tears, cracks, nothing like that. The interior is pretty much immaculate in this car. All black vinyl interior. You see we've got the bucket seats in there. It's got a little bit of that reddish trim in there to kind of set the interior off. Got the wood grain steering wheel in there. You've got a lot of the factory gauges too. I'm just going to walk around here. And you've got the factory speedo in there. Factory fuel and temp gauge. Oil pressure. Alternator gauge. Again, this is a 4-speed car too, so you've got a Hurst 4-speed shifter in there. Looks real good in there with the center console. Got some red floor mats in there also to kind of help set that off. We're going to go ahead and shut that door. It closes real nice and solid there, no problem there. You've also got the driver and passenger side mirrors on there, color matched to the car as well. Again, something that you see a lot of on most of these Mach 1s, you've got the black rear window louvers here, along with that black rear trunk wing here also. Again, those stripes continue back the quarter panel. We're here around the back end of the Mach 1. We'll just show you around that. Again, you got this really beautifully chromed rear bumper here. You've got that kind of that, I don't know, you want to call it maybe a mustard yellow or a gold Mach 1 striping around the rear of the car there. Again, I've already mentioned that black rear trunk wing. Something this car has, it's got this billet aluminum fuel cap here, so that's a real nice touch to the car. Again, if you check out the trunk gaps here and elevations, they all look really good on this car. Right now we're going to go ahead and pop that trunk and show you inside. There you go. And again, first thing you'll notice when you open up the trunk, the bottom side of that trunk lid painted the same color as that car. That's that royal burgundy color. If you look inside here, you'll happen to see that whoever had this car prior to us, they took a little bit of pride in their car. They had some matching pillows made for it, had a matching panel made in there that screws into the back there. Just kind of a real nice touch there just to finish that trunk off. Got a nice trunk band in there as well. Again, weather strippings look all good, no signs of any leaks, and they look all brand new seals too, no cracks, tears, anything like that. So we'll go ahead and shut this, and then we'll work our way up the passenger side of the car. Now we'll work our way up the passenger side of the car here. Again, I've already mentioned the chrome bumpers, the rear trunk wing, those rear window louvers that are pretty much accustomed to the Mach 1s. Again, we have those Magnum 500 steel chrome wheels wrapped with the BF Goodrich radial rubber there. Something I did miss on the other side, you've got that Mustang emblem there up on the sail panel. And again, just like all the chrome and the bright work and the trim, it's in excellent condition as well. We'll go ahead and open up the passenger side door, kind of show you the insides of the door there as much as what we can, and some of the interior from this side. Again, same thing on this side. All of your seals, your weather stripping, all looks to be pretty much brand new. It looks like it just came out of a package, real soft and supple, no tears, no cracks, nothing like that in the door weather stripping. Again, we have that black vinyl interior with the buckets up here, a little bit of red trim in there to really set it off inside. Again, this car has some wood grain dash treatment in here too to kind of set it off, give it a little more kind of like a ritzy appeal. It feels very homey in there whenever you're sitting in there. Again, that wood grain steering wheel to match up with it, the Hurst 4-speed shifter. All the seat belts are present in this car as well. So we'll go ahead and shut this door. A It closes nice and easy again, real solid there. Again, the decal work on this car, very nice. We'll work our way to the front now. All the panels all line up good. Door gaps, elevations, trunk gaps, elevation, those are all good on this car. Again, tire, the tread even, those are all pretty much brand new tires. If you really you know, get down and look at them, they're really new, really nice looking. Again, that matte black hood decal, that's the whole length of the hood and almost the whole width of it, just as it should be. The 351 emblems up there on the hood scoop. And then one more thing, you've got the chrome bumper, and then looks to be a pretty much brand new front air dam on the front of this car here also. And now we're underneath the hood of our 69 Mach 1 here. Not too much to mention under here. It's pretty traditional, but it's got a few little flares to it that they added in just to kind of set it off under the hood. First thing, under the hood here, it's all painted same color of the car, that royal burgundy color. Working from the top down here, first of all, this is a 351 Windsor motor. I know we've mentioned that prior, but we'll mention again since we're talking about it. We've got a chrome air cleaner there with a 351 4-valve decal on top. You've got the Ford Motorsports valve covers on there. Nice little touch for this motor. The block and intake is all painted that traditional blue color that Ford paints their blocks. You've got a Holley single feed 4-barrel carburetor there, and that does have electric choke, so starting this car, that makes it that much easier. You've got pretty much stock distributor and stock coil. All your heater lines are hooked up. As you can see, you've got the chromed shock tower brace, as long as the strut brace here, also chrome. You've got headers. You've got even a chrome cover on your oil filter down there. Now this is a mechanical fuel pump, so no issues there. That pumps just fine. You've got a stock style radiator there with a shroud on it as well, and you have a looks like an aluminum overflow tank there for it as well.